My name is Eguchi. I work for JT Shinai Savings Bank. I have worked in South Korea for 7 years. Today I will explain the current situation of J Trust's financial business in South Korea. First, I will talk about the performance and overview of J Trust's financial business in South Korea. J Trust first entered the South Korean market by purchasing a consumer finance company in 2011. And since then it has purchased 5 companies for a total of 6. These companies belonged to Standard Chartered. As of 2019, J Trust operates 4 of these companies as a collective. At JT Shinai Savings Bank and JT Savings Bank, J Trust conducts banking business aside from foreign currency exchange. J Trust conducts financial business like leasing, lending, and credit cards at JT Capital, and servicer business at TA Asset Management. The outstanding loan balance increased 12 times over from roughly 310 billion won at the time when JT Savings Bank was acquired in 2012 to roughly 3,600 billion won in the September 2018 business period. Segment profit for 6 months of the fiscal year ended March 2019 was much better than initially estimated. The annualized ROA is 1.1%, while ROE is 8.9%. I cannot discuss December's figures due to the timing of the disclosure, but I invite you to view the profits from our South Korean segment on February 13th, when consolidated financial results are released. Next, I will explain the circumstances and regulations surrounding financial business in South Korea. Predictions for South Korea's GDP are bearish. The Bank of Korea predicts that the 2019 GDP growth rate will be 2.7%, the same as in 2018, while the Korean Development Institute predicts the 2019 growth rate will be 2.6%, slightly lower than the 2018 rate of 2.7%. The feeling is that housing prices are generally stable, despite variations from region to region. The job market is gradually worsening due to policies enacted by the government, such as a 10.9% increase to minimum wage and a reduction of working hours. This trend is expected to continue in the future. Regulatory enhancement appears to be progressing as anticipated. A reduction in the legal maximum interest rate is expected. The current administration has promised to lower the interest rate to 20% while in office. Increases to the rate of reserve for doubtful accounts in local accounting standards will be enacted for the 3rd year in a row. This will not affect profits in IFRS, but it will affect the BIS ratio. It is believed that consumer protection will become more enhanced. While some of these enhancements are necessary, there are many concerns about moral hazards due to the reduced payment periods and increased exemptions for individual rehabilitation, as well as stronger claims to lower interest rates. Restrictions on the total volume of consumer loans are continually being made. There are no particular disadvantages for J Trust, since these restrictions will fortunately not be applied to our products. However, there is a possibility of even more stringent conditions for products with mid-range interest rates, so we must watch the situation closely. Next, I will explain our strategy for financial business in South Korea. Up to now, we have concentrated our efforts on increasing assets and greedily pursuing possibilities in all directions to enlarge their size. From now on, we will work on flexible adjustment to loan portfolios and aim for reasonable returns according to the credit risk, while maintaining a certain amount of asset size. I will explain the concrete method of obtaining reasonable returns according to credit risk. We will target a higher class of customers for unsecured consumer loans and reduce expected losses through operations focused even more than before on mid-range interest rate loans. With regard to business loans, the standards for lending will be to thoroughly examine whether the use of funds is reasonable and whether or not collateral liquidity is enough. Based on a comprehensive judgment, which also takes the background of the project into consideration, we will conduct screenings carefully to ensure that not even one default occurs. In addition, we have cut back on expected losses on unsecured consumer loans through a highly refined screening process by way of a credit score system which incorporates fintech, machine learning to be precise. In receivables collection, we are not only increasing the number of employees, but also making sure that each employee understands that that one phone call, that one collection letter, and that one visit are directly connected to revenue. Since enacting these policies nearly 1 year ago, we are now seeing definitive results. TA Asset Management, which conducts servicer business, is recording an IRR of 14.72% from NPLs in which it had invested. Even if NPLs at financial institutions, including our own banks, multiply at an alarming rate due to degradation of the South Korean economy, that will become a business opportunity for TS Asset Management. As I have already mentioned, it will still be possible to record a profit for savings bank and non-bank operations in J-Trust's South Korean financial business if the South Korean economy continues at this rate. On the other hand, even if South Korea's economy grows worse, I think we will be able to guarantee a certain level of profit through the activation of our NPL collection business. In the future, we will still be able to continue producing results with J-Trust's South Korean financial business. Therefore, I ask for your continued cooperation. Thank you for listening.